Hi, so in this video we're going to be solving system of equation. In this case we're going to use it by graphing. So that means that I'm going to trace the graph of those two lines to find the solution. So I'm going to start with the first one. So I'm going to solve for y, my first equation. So I have x plus 2y equals 6. So I'm going to subtract x on both sides. So 2y equals minus x plus 6, and I'm just going to divide by 2. So I have that y equals negative 1 x plus 3. Now I'm going to start by marking my y-intercept. So in this case it's 3. Now I'm going to look at the slope, right? So it's negative 1.5. So that means that I'm going to move down 1 unit, and then I'm going to move to the right 2 units. So 1, 1, 2. So I'm going to mark a point right here. From there again, I'm moving 1, 2, and I'm going to mark a point here, right? If I'm moving up, right? So if I'm going to go up, I'm going to move 1 up and 2 units to the left. That's my graph. Right, so now I'm just going to trace a graph, trace a line that passes through those points. So, and that's my graph there. Now I'm going to use the second one. So I have 5x minus 4y equals 16. So I'm going to start by solving for y. So minus 5x on both sides. So negative 4y equals negative 5x plus 16. And now I'm just going to divide by negative 4. So I have that y equals 5 fourths x minus 4. Remember that this one negatives and negative is going to become a positive. Right? So I'm going to start by marking negative 4. So I'm going to go to negative 4 is right here. Now I'm going to look at the slope. So the slope is 5, 4. So that means that I'm moving 5 up, 4 to the right. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to mark a point. I'm going to mark a point right here. All right, so now I'm going to trace my line there. So I don't think that I have enough space to mark another point. So I'm just tracing my graph. That's the graph of the second function, right? So where's my solution? So my solution is where those two lines intersect. So right here is my solution, right? So the solution of this exercise is the point 4, and that point is 4, 1. So 4, 1. Okay, so again, I'm going to be solving for x. So my first equation, for y, sorry, 3y equals 9. So I'm going to subtract x on both sides. So negative 3y equals negative x plus 9. And now I'm just going to divide by negative 3. So y equals x, 1/3 x minus 3. Right? So I'm going to start by plugging in that point. So again, negative 3. I'm going to move 1 unit up and 1, 2, and 3 units to the right. So 1, 2, and 3 is this one right there. Again, 1. I don't have a space up there, so if I want to draw another point, I'm going to go down 1 point, 1, 2, and 3. Remember that when I'm moving down, I'm then going to go to the opposite side of the sign, right? So it's 1, 1, 2, and 3. Right, and now I'm just going to draw my line right here. So now I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the next one. So x minus 3y equals negative 3. So minus x on both sides. So negative 3y equals negative x minus 3. And now I'm just going to divide by negative 3. So y equals 1/3 x plus 1. So I'm going to divide 1 I'm going up 1, 1, 2, and 3 to the right. And I'm going to go down 1, 2, and 3 to the left. So I'm now going to draw my line right there. So as you can see, both lines, they do not intersect. They are parallel line, right? We can also see it by the slope, right? As we learned in a previous video, we know that the slope, if the slope are the same, then they are parallel lines as long as my y-intercept is different, right? So in this case, this equation, we're going to write that has no solution. Okay, so my next one, I'm going to start doing exactly the same. So 2x plus y equals 4. So minus 2x on both sides. So y equals negative 2x plus 4. So I'm going to mark 4, right? And in this case, I have negative 2 divided by 1, right? So that means that I'm going up 2 and 1 to the left, right? But in this case, I don't have enough space on my graph, right? So I'm going to go down 2, so 1 and 2, and now I'm moving to the right. So I'm going to mark that point right there. So again, from there, I'm going 2 down, 1 to the right, 2 down, 1 to the right, 2 down, 1 to the right. And now I'm just going to trace my line right there, my graph right there. Something similar to that is my graph. Right? Now I'm going to do the same thing with the next one. So the next one is x plus 4y equals negative 12. So minus x on both sides. So 4y equals negative x minus 12. And now I'm just going to divide by 4. So y equals negative 1/4 x minus 3. Right, so I'm starting at 3. Now I'm moving 1 up. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the left. So 1 down, 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the right. And just right there, I can see where's my solution. That's my graph right there. So my solution in this case, my solution is going to be this point right there, what the both graph intersect. So that's 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's positive 4, negative 4. So 3x plus 2y equals 6. So minus 3x on both sides. That's 2y equals negative 3x plus 6. And now I'm just going to divide by 2. So y equals negative 3 half x plus 3. So again, I'm going to start by marking 3. I'm going to move. Again, I don't have enough space to go up, right? So I'm going to go down 1, 2, and 3. And I'm moving to the opposite 1 and 2. So I'm marking that one right there. Again, 1, 2, and 3. 1. Okay, from here, 1, 2, and 3 down, and 2 to the right. And I'm just going to trace my line there. Now x plus 4y equals negative 8, so minus x. 4y equals negative x minus 8, and I'm just going to divide by 4. So y equals negative 1/4 x minus 2. So I'm starting here. So I'm moving 1 up, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1 down, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, I can see my solution right there. So my solution is the point 4, negative 3. Okay, so this is my x minus y equals negative 2. So I'm going to subtract x on both sides. So negative y equals negative x minus 2. And now I'm going to divide by negative 1 everything. So y equals x plus 2. So that means that my slope is 1. So that means that I'm going to mark 2. So I'm going up 1, 1 to the right, up 1, 1 to the right, up 1, 1 to the right. And again, if I decide to go down, I'm going to move to the opposite side of the sign, so positive. And you should have those lines, those points right there. Okay, let me trace that line. Okay, so I have that line there. Now the next one, 4x minus y equals 1. So more minus 4x on both sides, negative y equals negative 4x plus 1. And I'm going to divide by negative 1. So negative 1, so I have that y equals 4x minus 1. So I'm going to start by marking 1. Now I'm going up 1, so my slope is 4 or 1. So I'm going up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 to the right. And again, I'm going to go down now. 1, 2, 3. Going down 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1 to the left. And I'm just going to trace my line right there. So again, my solution is this point right there where both lines intersect. So my solution is the point 1, positive 3. And that's it for this video. May the force be with you.